guys, I wanted to have a little chat with you while I sit here and work on my diamond painting that I'm doing for part of an event that I am taking part in. And I thought it would be fun to just chat with you guys because I have some things to catch you up on, and I'm going to be working on this for a while tonight and thought it would be a good time to chat. Right now I have the video facing me, but maybe in a little bit I will turn it around so you can see what I'm working on. But what I wanted to talk about tonight is actually Patreon. So shortly after I got my new job, I was doing work for both my new job and my old job while I worked on transitioning and giving my notice and everything. And due to that, I took a break in Patreon because I didn't think I'd have time to get my Patreon rewards done as well as working both of those jobs. So I did that and it worked out fine. And then the more I got to working on my new job, the more I kind of realized that I love it a ton, and I could see myself doing this for, the indefinite future. And by this I mean my new job at Diamond Art Club, working as one of their pixel designers, if you didn't catch my last vlog. So yeah, it's very rewarding work for me. It's perfect for the kind of schedule I like to keep, which is kind of random. So I'm able to choose my own schedule and decide when I want to work, and as long as I'm getting everything done that's assigned to me, it doesn't matter as much when it's done, during the day or night. So I've been working a lot of late evenings after my family is asleep, so that way I get to spend my daytime doing stuff with them, which is something I've wanted for a really long time. And I think I just recently posted that WIP and Chat paint and chat video where I'm talking about how it's hard to juggle all the things I want to do for my art business, as well as being able to spend time with my family and work and sleep and all those other things. And I realized that since I love this new job so much, and since it affords me so much freedom as far as my schedule goes, I can relax a little bit about trying to make my own art business become my livelihood. I'm not in as much of a hurry to get to that point now that I have this job that I actually love as I was when I was still working strict hours and doing a job that was okay but not really my passion, which basically is to say that I have decided to close my Patreon. And that's not because I'm not 100% grateful for all the people who have pledged and supported me over the past however many years I've been doing Patreon. I am very grateful, and it was incredibly rewarding to be able to build a little community that way and to get to know some of you more. But to be completely honest, my Patreon wasn't really growing all that well. As soon as I would get a new person or two, someone would, cancel their pledge, which is totally fine. Like, that's the whole cool thing about Patreon, is that you can come and go and support as you're able to, and it's not like a restrictive thing. But because I wasn't making any ground, like I was losing it as fast as I was making it. Patreon is kind of a gamble in that you set up your tiers based on the rewards that you would like to offer, and that's with the idea that if you have enough people in those reward tiers, then you're doing a certain amount of work for a greater and greater reward the more people join, because your work level doesn't go up as much, like doing the art, because you're doing the same art every month no matter how many people are in those tiers. But if you get more people in those tiers, then you're making more per hour basically than you are if you have a lower amount of people in the tiers. And I just found that the time that I was spending doing the artwork, because I'm a very slow artist, even though I'm trying to get faster, the time that I was spending to make all the artwork did not kind of equal out to the amount of people I was sending it out to, especially since the prices of my tiers were as low as I could make them. So I wasn't trying to like gouge people. I really appreciated their support no matter which tier they could afford to be in, and I wanted to reward as many people as I could reward with awesome stuff. So I kept my tier prices as low as I could, and I don't think I was gaining much ground financially doing it that way. And for me, the stress of making sure I had new content and enough content every month for Patreon was a bit unbalanced with what I was getting out of it. And by that I mean I love talking to you all and having a community and things like that, but I felt like I wasn't giving back enough because I couldn't do it fast enough, and it would make me stressed out, and it would make it so I couldn't do some of the other things that I wanted to do every month, because all of my free time would go towards making Patreon products. So instead I decided it would be more beneficial for everybody if I just worked on like building up my YouTube and putting more content out for you guys, because if I'm not doing Patreon, I'll have more time to work on those things and get more videos out every month. Because YouTube is my favorite. It's where my passion is. It's what I like to do the most. And I felt like I couldn't do as much as I wanted to do because I was just splitting my attention between way too many things. And obviously my family has to come first because they're everything, you know. So my new job allows me to put them first and be with them so much more and still be able to do art things on the side without having as much pressure to make money at it, which is a great thing for art. Like, it's so much better for me, at least, to make art because it's something I want to make rather than make art because it's something I think someone else will like and want to buy. So I am focusing from now on art pieces that I have been wanting to work on for months and just have not had the chance because of all the other things I was doing. But yeah, so I have some really fun things going on that I'm taking part in, like this diamond painting event and new paintings, both digital and traditional, and my overall stress level has dropped by like 50% with all these changes that have happened recently in my life, and I'm so much more relaxed, and my focus is now on making better art and having more fun with it rather than keeping to a schedule and trying to make things for others to purchase and things like that. So that also means I don't plan to be keeping myself to a set schedule with YouTube either. I'm just gonna post whenever I have something good to post, and I'm hoping that that will naturally be more often than it had been lately, just because I have more time to work on things, but also realistically I know that I'm a slow artist and a perfectionist, and that I won't want to share things until I've done them right in my eyes, until they're done and look nice. And that includes the editing. Like, editing takes me a long time because I'm kind of a perfectionist about it, and I don't know enough about it to be able to quickly make it awesome. It takes me a long time to make it awesome. Not that I think my videos are super heckin' awesome, just that there's a certain level that I require them to be at before I'll post them. And it takes me a while to get it there. I'd also like to play around with that a little bit, like do some more fun things with the editing in my video and try to figure out how to do all that. I really like studio vlogs that have a bit more personality, like Apple Cheeks has really good ones. I like the things she does in hers with the editing, and Lee Ellickson, and there's a bunch of people out there who just do really fun things, and it'd be fun to try and shake it up and do things like that. So, also, I did not have like a talking points list before I started talking to you today, so this is probably all over the place, but that's okay. I think that's pretty much all I wanted to talk about, and just let you guys know what was going on with me and why my Patreon kind of disappeared off the face of the planet. I have had a couple of people who asked me about it, and I realized I never really discussed it or talked about what happened, so I thought I would do that here. Thanks for watching this little mini whip and chat, and I will see you guys in the next video. Bye, everybody.